Arturo Dark Knight. He's one of our best listeners. Oh, UV.
UV? Did you just say UV?
Why is there a chicken in my parking lot?
And hello there, true believers. Welcome back to another Hump Day edition of RSG Wednesday night SWGOH streaming. I'm your host with the most, Ranger J1999. And for some reason, I think I got Buddy here all over me because he was just attacking me. And welcome to the stream. Joining me as always is the sexy Buddha himself, Sir Loki.
Yo, good afternoon.
What's up? Are you recovered from last night's GAC?
That was fun.
Yeah, we were up late.
Special appearance by Crumb, too.
Yes, he answered a lot of stuff.
Very epic.
Yes. Gave me crystals so I could do mod depression in his presence, and it lived up to all expectations, Loki. It was full-on moddy depression.
Your luck cannot change at the moment.
No.
I mean, Crumb gave you probably the best of luck last night, and it still didn't happen.
No,
so.
it didn't help. It didn't help at all. It was awful. And so, yeah, I stand before you as a man that has suffered through mod depression. I even did some more mods today, as per tradition and usual. Man, goddamn, kill Buddy. He was attacking me because I went upstairs to use the bathroom before we started streaming stuff. And, you know, I have to say hi to Buddy or he gets upset. He starts barking and whining, right, that I didn't say hi. So I said hi to Buddy and, you know, let him jump on my lap real quick and gave him pets and just, He can't help himself. But anyway, welcome to the Wednesday night stream, the longest running live stream in the Star Wars Galaxy Heroes community. We are here to break down the latest and greatest in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes news and notes and give you a little bit of insight of what it all means. And it's an interactive stream where we interact with you guys. So glad to see everybody in chat. Give your greetings, whip out those pickles, trick those Wookiees, get those emojis going. If you want to interact with us, you can do sound alerts. You can do bits, you can do super chats, you can do all kinds of fun stuff. You are more than welcome. That's pretty much how it works. If you have a question, pop that sucker into chat as well. Make sure you put the word question for your actual question statement. We use Nightbot as a filtering tool, and we need a filtering word, and the filtering word is, of course, the word question. Makes it simple.
Hey, real quick, Ranger.
Yeah.
Did you do your cam mission or no?
Yes, I won.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I cried. Grace came and helped me.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
I was gonna remind you that they were gonna drop those changes.
I did those the day before.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if the changes would have helped you, but it would have been fun to kind of see it. I wish I actually saved mine because I wanted to try Bad Batch and all that in the, because they took the art requirement out and all that. And
yeah, I mean the changes came in today. Now I did mine before the actual patch came in. Now I had done the update in Google. I don't know if that had any effect on it or not, but we still beat it. So
good.
Grace Gamer came on. He's now part of Maul, and I didn't know that. I just saw him in there. I'm like, Grace? He's like, yeah, Ranger. I'm like, what the what are you doing here? He's like, I'm in Maul now. I'm like, oh shit. So big he was helping me with that, and it's just the way it goes. So I'm glad to see the changes are in effect. We're going to get to all that stuff. A lot of news to cover especially with Omega. Had an interesting point brought up by Chrome last night about Omega. So we'll talk about all that. Chrome was really cool hanging out in the chat, answering people's questions and stuff like that, and giving me a hard time. And Making me do mod depression in between our GAC matches. But yeah, so get your questions in, get your greetings in. We'll say hi. I can see everybody in there. Nathan H, What Else 73, Stonewall, Atomic Robot, Contingent 33, some jack off named Sir Loki, Kenpachi, Fatality V2, Utah's here, our boy Q. Utah's in the house. But yeah, I think I beat it without the update, Loki. But I was just glad to beat it. So that makes me 4 out of 19 or something like that, something stupid. So it is what it is. It's the law of the land. All right. Anything else? I think we are good. Let me do something here real quick. Let me do that. Okay. Anything else? I think we're fine. We're good. We're okie dokie. We're okie dokie in the pokey.
I think so.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we're fine. Okay, we're good. Okie dokie. Let's start with the content update. Cashmere, I see you in there, buddy. Good. What's going on, man? I do have to say, Loki last night made me explode all over the screen when he showed me his VF fighters from Robotech. I contemplated calling some of my buddies from Fort Bragg, Loki, and doing a secret mission to come steal those from you, but then I thought, no, I can't do that to Loki. Could we practice some stealth insertions at Loki's house? We could do it, right? I could get away with getting those, but I'm like, no, he'll know it was me. It's like I
have thermal and I have night vision ready, so bring it on.
That's not gonna help. That's not gonna help Loki. Oh, there's ways around that, Loki. But then I'm like, yeah, Loki will know it's me because we're like, we got invaded. Someone came into our house last night, but all they took was the Robotech stuff. They didn't go for the cash. They didn't go for the TVs or the stereos. They didn't go for anything. They just went for those VF fighters. I wonder who it could have been. And I would have like, I was home at my home. I don't know what you're talking about. So, but anyway, let me get the music playing a little bit louder. I don't hear it. Let me turn it up a little bit. There we go. A little music in the background. Oh, it goes up and down. It drives me nuts. Then again, Windows updates happens all the time, Loki, and it F's us in the butt. All right. So, Omega. You want to start off with the content update with Omega?
Yeah, there were a bunch of little minor things here and there, right, throughout the the week or something like that. But let's jump into the meat and potatoes, man, the big one.
Yeah, let's talk about our good friend CG Doja Fett, aka Mini Doja. He's Doja 1/8 the size. He says, "Hi, Hell Table Heroes. Today's update introduces Omega and the Omega Marquee event to the Holotable. So it also grant the Bad Batch, don't include Omega, the hero designation for Geonosians, territory battle, and fixes a few other issues you can find below." News. Members of the Bad Batch, not including Omega, will be granted the hero designated in Geonosis territory battle. Additionally, the ARC Trooper will no longer be required unit in the recombat mission, allowing players more roster flexibility in their pursuit of Kiondi Mundi shards. That's kind of big. That's kind of big there, Sir Loki. I know we talked to Crumb about this, about the requirements and stuff. Maybe that was through our conversations. I know we had talked about how tough that battle was and stuff. And I think you asked if there was going to be any changes was that you or I can't remember who it was. It may have been somebody else on the Jedi Academy that day talking about this. But what do you think? I mean, members of the Bad Batch will be granted the hero designation, GOTB. ARC Troopers no longer required. What do you think?
I mean, you're asking a person that can do it already pre-changes, but the bigger picture of this that I'm seeing is, why are they doing it? Why does it seem like they are possibly increasing the chances of getting Cam so soon? Or, they're making Cam a little bit easier. I mean, again, let me back this up. We tried it with Bad Batch plus ARC. We I couldn't do it. So adding Omega there, okay, maybe it makes it viable in that combat mission. Are they trying to get people to wail on Bad Batch for an upcoming, or to get Cam and then maybe an upcoming requirement maybe for Anakin? I don't know. If
Sure.
assuming Anakin is the GL, but it gives us, I guess, more options. I mean, I'm not going to be mad at that, but is Bad Batch taking down the Cam mission now without Omega? I don't think so. I think it's easier with a regular 501st, but with Omega coming, I mean, who knows now? If she's gonna be the changing, the piece of the puzzle that's gonna help Bad Batch complete that mission a lot easier. But it's good. I mean, they're giving you options, so that's always a good thing.
Right.
But I don't think a newer player should avoid farming 501st. Because I think 501st gas is already proven. But again, they're just giving you more options, and that's always a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, I use Kenobi, and I've gone 4 for 4 in all my battles this GSC. I went 4 for 4 in all the battles now in Phase 3, right? Light side GOTB. I mean, having Kenobi, having all these teams and these characters for light side is starting to make a big difference. It's still almost impossible because of ships, GP, and other things to get higher stars, but I mean, we might have our best performance yet with my guild. So
that's great. Yeah.
So it is starting to make a difference with having all these units and characters and stuff like that. And that just leads to more loot, right? More loot equals, just better overall. So we need as much as we can get our damn hands on, right? So, all right.
Yeah.
Characters and ships, of course, we had the introduction of Omega.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just one more thing I want to add real quick
ahead.
before we move on is Arrow Ang in the chat. I mean, 504. Well, like you need the clones, I believe, for they're like requirements, right? And that's the thing is I would still tell the new players 501st is still priority in my opinion. I think the Cam mission got a lot easier with the Jedi Master Kenobi requirements because what is it? You need Shock T. You need getting Shock T to Relic 7 is a big deal.
Yeah.
In that mission. So if again we know CG's listening, but if they really want to help us with getting closer to max stars with light side GOTB, look at the Reek, look at that Cam mission. Actually the Cam mission doesn't matter. That's a
special mission.
That's a special mission. Doesn't matter. But look at the Reek too, because I mean, Reek, a lot of us are still dropping points on that. And maybe you can open up a couple more Galactic Republic in that zone, and that would help too.
Well, having Kenobi for that is going to be interesting. I can't wait to get my hands on that one, right? The Phase 4 battle. So, I mean, we'll see. Because I go in there GR, I don't have a problem with the first phase. It's the second phase. That thing just tears me up, right? But I think with Kenobi, it'll be interesting to see. Because with this ultimate, you're always getting your protection back, and you can, do all kinds of stuff with that team, and it's just constantly calling us.
Yeah, I think you just drop C-3PO at that point, right? In the I'm sorry, not the Reek, the Nexu mission.
The Nexu, sorry, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
You keep saying Reek.
And maybe that's it, but man,
Nexu,
JMK is proven to be damn good in so far in phases 1 through 3.
Yeah, I just did phase 3, the Jedi mission. I think you need GR Jedi, right, for that one. And went in there with them, no difficulty. It was super easy with that with Kenobi. And I think I'd gone like maybe 4 for 4 once with that, but most of the time I would go 3 for 4. I'd get to that 4th phase and just get destroyed, right? But now with Kenobi, man, that thing was super easy. And it frees you up because when you have those 2 Jedi missions, especially if one's GR like that, you can just go in the south with your Jedi Knight Luke, Jedi Master Luke, and go clear the other one, right? So it really helps out a lot. And then you have your Rey you can use. You have your you have your gas mission. You've got Shock T and the clones, which that kind of forces you to do. I agree. It's really, even Relic 8 Kenobi in the ships makes a big difference. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in relicing up those characters to hire, for the ships, I mean, that does make a big difference in those battles. I mean,
in my opinion, I would not relic up Bad Batch just yet, just for the Cam mission. You know what I mean?
No,
I would still do the 501st.
Yeah, I would do 501st. Yeah, I would do the 501st first. That would be the first team that I would do. mainly because the gearing is a lot more forgiving than say Bad Batch, because Omega's got 400. I mean, Meow Meow sent it to me. She says, "Here we go again." So I mean, I just did Jedi Master Kenobi. That was 700 Karatex, and taking him all the gear out to replicate. The 4 Bad Batch, we got Commander Ahsoka coming. She's add another 400 with her, right? I think she's 500 maybe. I don't remember, but that's 2,000 right there. If you add Omega, it's 2,400. Right? That's an astronomical ton of Karatex. I mean, it is crazy how many Karatex you need. And that's all I'm farming now, pretty much. Other than Wrecker, it's Karatex. I just farm Karatex and the stuff for, the Cantina for the data, the signal data. So, I mean, it's just ridiculous. So, getting the characters to 7 stars, I'll have Wrecker 7-star too. The other ones are 7-star. So, I don't mind getting them out of the shard store. I'm not going to spend them on the packs because Swevens make me angry, Loki. You know how angry Swevens make me. But yeah, I'm with you, man. This gear though is crazy, dude.
Yep.
So anyway, we got, speaking of gear, here she is, that little bundle of joy, Omega, her kit. We will discuss here in a little bit. So we got characters and ships news. We can see Omega has been added to the game. There she is. She looks good. I kind of like that they didn't do the cartoon version of her. They kind of try to make her more lifelike. It looks kind of cool. I kind of dig it, man.
I agree.
Yeah,
I think her
she looks really cool.
Her character looks cool.
Yeah, I mean it's cool that they went more with a lifelike appearance than the version that's in Bad Batch. So I really dig it. I think it looks good. We also had a shard shuffle. God damn, can you believe this? 3PO and Chewpio character shards will now be accelerated. For more information on accelerated shards, you can see this post. I mean, 3PO and Chewpio have been accelerated, man. Didn't that character? I forgot that character came out in July of last year. We talked about that a couple months back. Of it, I mean, they're really doing a lot of stuff for earlier players to get. Once they hit this year, they're not dicking around. They are really making sure that you can get these characters faster, right? Which I think is a smart move. The other shard shuffle is that Bad Batch Echo shards are now farmable from Light Side 7D. These are in addition to the existing Luke Farm Boy shards, so you can get both Luke Farm Boy shards and you can get Echo. So there you go, doubling up on that. So if you haven't finished your Echo, you can now start farming. Pretty much all the Bad Batch are farmable now, other than Omega. But the 4 initial ones are farmable now. So, all right, we had a bunch of fixes. Any of these fixes or event bugs or anything like that you want to talk about? There's quite a few here.
There are. I didn't look at the full update. I was coming in the doorway when from work.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any you notice off the bat.
I mean,
that's a lot, man. I'll be honest with you.
A lot of event ones.
I mean, it's good. CG still looking at this stuff,
Yeah.
Making it good.
I'll read the general ones, the event ones, and the unit ones. Let's see here. General, fix an issue that can cause a loading loop when making purchases from pop-up offers. General, fix an issue in which players were getting stuck at a loading screen when entering a fleet battle or setting a fleet defense. Ooh, that's a good one. Units, fix an issue with Hunter's critical chance up buff to ensure it is no longer missing the descriptive tag. Pure Troopers and
the MG one looks pretty good, actually. Wonder why they're touching that up.
I don't know.
So, because that's the truth. They weren't resurrecting properly.
Okay.
So that's an interesting one. Might get some Remnant love soon. I don't know.
We'll see. If you want to know about all the bugs and stuff, you can go. There's a hyperlink there, and then general known issues. You can go to the dev tracker that's listed here as well. Packs and bundles. We know which one's coming. You got the one that you buy for $19.99 or whatever. You get the 30 shards with all the materials, yada yada yada, for Omega, and then you've got the marquee pack, which is the 5 to 330 shards. And if for 1,299 crystals, of course, if you're me, that means you get Swevens. We know. So it's a Sweven verse, and I'm just living in it. So this is the content update for 7/14/2021. Should we go to the kit reveal for Omega and break this sucker down?
Yeah, let's do it, brother.
All right, let's go to Omega highlights. High single target damage dealer, 5th member of the Bad Batch squad, gains stacks of target practice to boost her damage potential. Of course, this synergy is with the other Bad Batch. She is the light side categories are attacker, Bad Batch, clone trooper. It says clever and empathetic attacker who utilizes buffs, debuffs, and the presence of her Bad Batch allies to take out her foes. Now, it was something you brought up, and we brought up in the GAC stream last night that we were kind of saying that you were looking at the kit, and it kind of felt like, that some of this kit might have been Crosshair because they weren't sure who. There was an interview on the Galactic War Report that the way it said that basically they thought it was going to be, they knew there was a 5th. They thought it was going to be Crosshair. It wasn't. So they changed the kit to match more with Omega. I gotta say that was shot down by Crumb last night. Because we brought that up in the stream yesterday and Crumb's like, get out of here. So
hey, he loves conspiracy theories, man. He said it.
Yeah, I know, right? You may see what he made me do with that mod depression. Even sent me crystals to do it, man. How evil is that?
He likes you, man.
No, he does. He's a good man. But no.
But yeah, I mean the kit looks like, and I'm just, again, this is all speculative. It doesn't matter anymore. She's already released. But when Clone Wars season 7 came out, there was no Omega, and we had these Bad Batch coming. We all knew it. And Crosshair was there, and you look at this and looks like he's got some. The reason why I said it was because if you look at the kit, right, you can basically mark your opponent. So that's what it does, right? That's what and they called it target practice or whatever you want to call it, right? It could have been something, like Crosshair likes to lock on a target, and it's something where that one tune can attack. If the team has a bunch of taunts up, then you throw that target on them, the mark, and it goes after him. So it it felt a lot like Crosshair, where he's a sniper, and so I was just speculating like that, based on more season.
And it makes total sense, right? If you just use logically speaking, right? And if you want to, think about it in those terms, what you're saying makes absolute sense. So
but without getting into spoilers and all that, I mean, I see no reason why they, it was pretty easy for them to, if that was true, that they had this kit designed off of Clone Wars season 7, and then they changed it to fit Omega. I see it as very appropriate because, again, without going at too many spoilers, she does have a bow arrow, right? And very, very Crosshair like, where she does her thing like that. So so I get it.
I mean, from what I think happened is they knew there was a 5th coming. They didn't know maybe who the 5th was until they saw the beginning of the show, and then they were under, of course they were under NDA, or maybe Disney didn't want them to know about Omega. You know how that goes. And so then they were like, oh, this is the 5th. So I mean, you could have figured that out after the first episode. So, believe what you want. Crumb is giving us a hard time. Like, no, we didn't do that. Get out of here, potato heads. So
no, that's fine. We could speculate, man. That's why our live stream is fun, man.
That's right. And then Crumb will really crank up the mod depression on me. All right. Let's see here. So her first is basic as a disarming shot. It says final text deals special damage to target enemy if Omega has evasion up. Inflict blind and daze for 1 turn.
Damn.
Blind and daze.
That's ridiculous, in my opinion. Again, it just depends how.
Well, it gets better because it says if Omega has a buff that can be dispelled and it's her turn, she deals damage again, dealing 50% less damage. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even excited about that, but again, every time she deals or called to assist or she deals damage,
right,
got that chance,
Yep. Isn't that
so,
crazy? Yeah.
I'm excited, man.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good basic. I mean, to get basic daze and blind,
Yeah.
that's a big deal, man.
Yeah, it really is. All right, her first special adaptive learner, Final Tech Zeta. This is a Zeta ability. Deal physical damage and inflict target enemy with zeroed in. Dispel zeroed in from all other enemies, and Omega gains a stack of target practice. These effects can't be copied, dispelled, prevented, or resisted, and last until the end of the encounter. Zeroed in is removed from an enemy, or Omega is defeated. If the target enemy is exposed, this attack inflicts target lock for 2 turns and removes 10% turn meter. Zeroed in. It says Omega has target practice while a character is afflicted by this. Omega can ignore taunt to target this enemy. Jesus.
Yep.
Target practice gives plus 5% critical chance in offense and 10% plus 10% critical damage per stack. So as this thing starts stacking up, man, you're going to start laying some skunking on somebody.
Yeah,
Someone
I mean, so
is going to get skunked.
Yeah, the one thing I want to point out on this ability, so you got to figure out the turn order, but ideally your Echo Bad Batch should go first and strip any pre-taunt off.
Yep.
And then you have to manually pick and choose your targets with this, because I don't think she can avoid taunt off the bat. It has to be, she has to put zeroed in on somebody. And then that's like focus fire. And we saw it last night during GAC. I tried to take out a JMK Bad Batch with my own Bad Batch, and they called to assist a lot. So I mean, you got Wrecker doing a bunch of basics, and then if he's calling Omega to assist onto the target that's zeroed in, you could easily have like a 2-for-1 kind of thing where Omega's taking out one tune on the other side while Hunter is softening up another tune. And then Echo's just got to keep resetting his cooldown on was it Dispel and Daze and all that stuff. So a lot of Daze, a lot of blind.
You can get turn meter swap and get her.
It's gonna be ridiculous, man.
Yeah. Special 2, empathy first. This is final text, not a Zeta. Omega dispels all debuffs on herself and gains stealth for 2 turns. Bad Batch allies gain protection at 40% and defense penetration up for 2 turns and 10% turn meter. If Omega has critical chance up, Bad Batch allies gain additional 20% turn meter and protection over time, 20% for 2 turns. If Omega already had stealth and an enemy has zeroed in, she gains a stack of target practice for this as well. Sweet Jesus. Now this is a 4 cooldown, but as you said, there's a lot of turn meter and cooldowns. You can flip over from Hunter to her, and then just get you to this ability quicker, which is just, good lord, dude. Then she becomes untargetable, and then she just starts beating your ass. Good lord. All right, unique. Part of the squad, Final Tech Zeta. So she has 2 Zeta abilities. This is the other one. At the start of the encounter, if all allies are Bad Batch, whenever the allied leader begins their turn, Omega gains plus 5 speed and 2% offense stacking, maximum 50 speed and 20% offense for the rest of the encounter. Jesus. God. While Omega has stealth, she has plus 10% critical damage, and when another Bad Batch ally uses a special ability, Omega assists, dealing 60% less damage. While Omega has defensive up, she has plus 10% critical chance. Omega's attacks deal 5% damage for each buff she has and 5% more damage for each debuff the enemy has. This little lady's she's gonna hit hard, dude. I don't know. I haven't seen her stats yet because she hasn't come out in GG, but man, this little lady's she's gonna tear some shit up, man. I hate to say it, man. I mean, she's gonna tear some people up with this, dude. She can pick a target. She can go there. You can make it hard to hit. She gets all the stacking offense stuff for buffs and things like that, and debuffs, and good lord, dude. She's nice, man. She's really nice.
And she's gonna daze and blind every time she.
I know, right?
Hits.
Good God,
crazy.
She's just gonna basically nuke someone and neuter their ass. You imagine her facing using this team for GG. She's like, all right, Omega, you take care of Grievous. We'll get rid of the rest, and not even stress about it because she's gonna just waylay that person.
Yeah.
You get blind on Grievous. He's basically neutered. It's like, oh, you want to do your AoE? Oh, did you miss Grievous? That sucks. That's pretty incredible stuff, man. She is on GG now. Okay, I didn't know that. I looked pretty.
Yeah, she's slow, but she gets that stacking speed. So
yeah,
you just gotta. I think she's like 150 at gear 13. So
Yeah, but
which is fine.
But then if you're going to use her in Bad Batch, right? So that's what 25 speed and 10% offense just at the start of the battle. Every time Hunter takes a turn, then she gets another stack for those up. So if she's getting, damn, dude, that's crazy. So if you have her in the Bad Batch, she starts off at 175 speed. That's bananas. So pretty decently fast.
Does she get a buff right away on the start? Is that why?
Yeah, well, it says if at the start of the encounter, if all allies are Bad Batch, whenever the ally leader begins their turn, so as soon as Hunter takes his turn, she gets that first round, and the maximum you can do is 50 speed and 20% offense. But that first turn, she's going to get 25 speed and 10% offense. Just from that.
Okay. Yeah,
so
yeah.
as soon as Hunter goes, I mean,
Yep. I'm with you on that.
Because you turn me to swap to her, she gets those buffs, and then you start doing her thing, and then she gets more buffs, so start stacking that offense and stuff. I mean, she's gonna be gross, dude. Damn.
Yeah, I think I would still play it the same way. Like I wouldn't. She's gonna naturally just take turns, but I would try to get that translation up as soon as possible.
Yeah, she gets stats. She gets offensive stuff from buffs too. So every buff she has. She gets 5%.
I mean, Tech's gonna give her buffs, and Echo's gonna give her buffs, and I think what it is you just got to control the battle and strip the buffs off of the enemy team, and then you start cherry picking who you're gonna put the target practice or zeroed in and get target practice. And yeah, it's going to be fun, man. But definitely a offensive team at that point, I think, because I have no idea how the AI is going to play that thing, man.
I don't
either.
It's
going to be too complicated. It's way too complicated, I think. But
yeah,
on offense, I mean, you're seeing Bad Batch Shock T beating JMK Ultimate teams now. So I mean, with Omega there replacing Shock T, it's just going to get better. And then Wrecker has his auto taunt now because it's a full team of Bad Batch. Because with Shock T there, he doesn't taunt like off the bat. I think he has an auto taunt only if they're all Bad Batch, and that's a big deal. So,
I'm looking at. Meow just sent me the screenshot of her stuff. So, health protection is fine. 50,000, 57,000, 53,000. I'm just looking at her stats here. Physical damage 7,078. Special damage 7,113. Jesus, that's relic. God, that's relic 8. That's with no mods or anything. She's gonna hit hard.
Feels like might be like a dark trooper type. You just keep calling her to assist.
I know, right?
Who knows, man? She's gonna be interesting because I mean it's I'm excited for her, honestly. I might just wail on her because I'm all done with Bad Batch already.
I mean, I'll get.
But you bring up a good point with Cat earlier. It's like, holy crap! Now we have Cat and we have Omega now all at the same time.
Yeah, we know there's more coming, right? I mean, we know
there's always more tunes coming.
They're coming, folks. Let's be real.
Scary.
There's going to be some more Omegas around the corner, and there's a Marquis around the corner. And we got the next character. I'm still going with Maul on this, buddy. I mean, people have had this debate that there's still the debate in the community. The next GL will be Maul. It's going to be a Conquest character, and it's going to be Maul. And I'm just going to throw that out there. So he's going to be the next character after this round of Conquest with Cat. Right? They even said in their post, we either think it's going to be a ship or we're going to think it's going to be a character. I still think it's Maul. I think
we're still waiting for shiploads of content, man. That's what I'm waiting for.
I'm waiting for that too, man. I'm waiting to see what they're going to do with that because
it feels like they're giving us all the pieces for light side GOTB finally. You know what I'm saying?
I think I agree with that 1,000% because with the Bad Batch and Omega as another team you can go in there with, I mean, that's really going to be huge. With all the teams you can use, you're not going to be so pigeonholed, and if somebody gives something up, absolutely, man.
Right.
But I think we're still going to get a Maul character. It's going to be just like, listen, you follow the path and the logic. We got season 7 Ahsoka. We're going to get season 7 Maul. I guarantee it. And I've been saying this forever. He's going to have synergy with the Mandalorians. He's going to have synergy with scoundrels and stuff. We've been saying this for a while. That's what I think it's going to be, right? we're pretty good on our predictions. We may get a little thing wrong here and there, but for the big stuff, we've always been pretty much on top of this stuff when we take a guess at this, because we're used to reading the tea leaves. I mean, we've been doing this 5+ years. Look, I think we have a little bit of knowledge on how this works, right? Yeah, just count on it. I still don't know what the shipload of content stuff means. I'm hoping, Loki, that I don't know.
I hope it's not just ship loadouts, man. I mean, seriously, it's got to be something.
I mean, not that I wouldn't be unhappy with that. You know.
No, I wouldn't be unhappy with that at all, man.
No.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I think ships has been neglected for the past 2 years, right?
Yeah,
so
it really has.
It's been really bad. And the meta's so stale in ship
really
arena.
is.
I mean, it's even stale in GAC and territory war.
It really
it's just like it's the same two fleets.
Yeah,
I mean,
you see people
whatever.
mix up a little bit here and there with something, but you're still, for the overall, you're like, oh, it's Empire, or
it's only as fun as your opponent makes it, right?
Right.
I mean, your opponent could be a dick and just go malevolence and negotiator, and then but even that's beatable now, right? I mean, there's nothing that holds. It's all RNG based, so I'm with you on that, man. They need to do something with ships pretty bad.
Well, it's just like they created the ship contents, and it's like they're just never sure what they want to do with it. And I hope that changes to where we do get a shipload of content and stuff. There'll be some food there. There's Buddy barking. He's got to let the person know that he knows that he knows that you know that he knows that you know that he's there, that you're delivering food. Damn, Buddy barks at everything.
So funny.
You let him outside, and he goes to use the bathroom, and he just barks at everything, dude. It's unbelievable. Sometimes it makes me laugh because he'll see a chipmunk or a squirrel, and he'll go chasing off, right? And he never catches one because he's too clumsy. He hauls ass up the hill, and then he just looks around and loses them. And I'm like, God damn, Buddy.
Sure.
When he comes back down and looks at me like, well, I tried. I'm like, that's all right, buddy. And then sometimes, like, a bird goes in the bird bath, he starts barking like crazy. I'm just like, God damn it, buddy, I have a headache. I'm going to punch you, man. Just stop. Anytime he hears a noise, he barks at the TV, dude. Like, when an animal comes on there, like a horse or something, he starts barking. And I just have to, I mean, sometimes he'll be laying, he likes to lay, like, across my shoulders with his head right here. And he'll watch TV or he'll sleep, right? He's either snoring or he's got his head right here. And that comes on, I won't even be thinking about it. Also, like right in my ear. I'm like, God damn it, but I'm gonna kill you. Just like, Jesus Christ. So, all right. Anything else on Omega? I'm excited, man. I mean, I'm not gonna wail on her, but I will get her as quickly as I can. But I think she looks solid, dude. Anything else on?
She does, man. I mean, I think modding wise, I have no idea how to mod her yet.
I'm gonna go
probably
offense.
Probably just gonna stay offense, like mod her like Dark Trooper.
Yeah, all the calling assisting. Yeah, I think you'd go like Dark Trooper with pure offense, right? Crit chance. Just make her hit hard, dude. I mean, she's got.
I mean, a lot of teams have crit avoidance, or I'm sorry, not crit avoidance, but like crit immunity. The buff.
Sure.
So she doesn't dispel, but I just think you go raw offense on her and push her numbers to like 10K offense or something and see what happens, because it stacks up. She gets the stacking crit chance too, and the crit damage. But I think offense is the way to go, especially with the way the teams are right now. If you're gonna try to get Bad Batch to work against a Jedi Master Kenobi with a GK there that's proccing crit immunity all the time, then you just need to punch through, fast and hopefully she just hits hard. That's what we're all hoping for.
All right, so that's the kit of Omega. There is a dev interview that you can go listen to on the Galactic War Report. You can go get the developer's insight about Omega if you want to. We do have a Stand Your Ground issue that was resolved finally. And this is from CG Doja Fed. He says, hi, Holotable Heroes. Today's minor title update fixes the Stand Your Ground issue in the light side Geonosians territory battle. There is a force update tomorrow that will integrate the fix into the game for all players. However, you can check the app store to see if the new client is available now and download it ahead of the force update in order to receive the fix as soon as possible. As a GOTB is currently in progress, we will monitor the impact of the change and appreciate your patience with this issue. So that's hopefully been resolved there, Loki. We were kind of waiting for that one.
Well, that was I think that was one of the big parts why you completed the mission too. Not only with eGrace Gamer's help, but they did fix it if you just went into the client side and just downloaded it. So,
which I did.
it's I mean, even for me, like I don't remod anymore. I just go for it. And, it was significantly easier this time around for me. Even I just don't remod anymore. Like, I mean, our whole guild's got them already at 7-star.
Yeah, at that point, you don't really care, right? If everybody's got it and you're in a guild like that.
Oh, we like the currency. We like the free shard shop.
But you're not stressed about it, right? It's not like when you're trying to first get them, then everybody's like really focusing on it. But I think once everybody got them 7 stars, like, okay, we got 30 or 40. It's just extra currency we use for the shard store. So I get it. All right. I think that's it. That's all the news and updates we got for here. So we got Omega and a few other things, bug changes, things like that. Elsie says, "Hey Ranger, get a bark collar. We have that. It has electrical shock and everything. He doesn't stop. It's just he's part Basset Hound, part something else terrier, and he just does not give a shit. I've heard him up there, like he's gone after something and just start barking. And my mom's got that collar, and she'll do the noise first. So it's a warning, bzz, bzz, that he's going to get shocked, and then I'll hear him up there. She'll shock him again, and they'll start yelling for him, and so it takes him a couple times. He's a stubborn little turd when it comes to that stuff. It doesn't work on him. Now, one thing we do use is he knows he's in trouble when he gets a little bit stubborn. We have a leash. We call it the chain of shame, and my mom will warn him, like, don't make me get the chain of shame, and he'll look around like, uh-oh. But sometimes he can't help himself, and then she's like, okay, and then she goes and puts the chain of shame on him, and he knows he's in trouble. Then he lays there and doesn't move until, because she lays it on top of him, so he knows he effed up then. So that seems to be the only thing, because the shock collar, he'll keep barking, and then she'll come down and look like, did you really have to shock me that many times? Like, yeah, we did, turd. You wouldn't come down. So we have to get him some dog nip. God help us, no, we don't need any of that. All right, so we got that done. That's all the news. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to get to the Q&A section of the stream. Again, it's an interactive stream. If you have a question that you'd like to pose to us, again, put the word question for your actual question statement. Pop that in the chat. We will get those scooped up. I'm getting ready to start pulling questions now, so get your questions in now. For the schedule, I just got to make sure tomorrow, Loki, GAC tomorrow night.
I have to get back to you on that.
Shit.
I might not be able to. I might have to do mine like Friday morning or something.
Okay. I need to just let me know tomorrow first thing what you decide. So either I go to sleep early on Thursday and get up early, and do it Friday, because I'll do it with you. But you got to tell
absolutely.
me. As Loki forgets.
No, let's do that. Okay, let's plan on Friday morning then.
During the lunch stream or something, or
lunch stream, yeah, whatever. I'll set time aside. Yeah, because I might be busy Thursday night.
So we'll do it Friday morning. We'll do our.
I will not stream tomorrow. Don't worry.
Okay, there we go.
It will not happen again.
Yeah. So okay, no, just for the fans too, because they get. I guess asked, are y'all streaming tonight? Like, maybe.
Yeah, we'll have a fun Friday morning.
All right, we'll have a fun Friday. There we go. And then
there you go.
And then Saturday, we were still planning on doing it after after D&D. You got to do it Saturday night, either that or Sunday.
Yeah, Saturday night. That's always on the schedule. Yeah,
that's on the schedule. So we'll do Friday morning, Saturday night.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay, there we go. All right, so that's a heads up for you guys. And we'll still have the lunch stream and stuff as well. Let me see here. Got the questions going. Let me refresh this, and then we will start. Let's start with the Q&A. Well, if I can get the damn thing to... All right, come on, Nightbot. Work with me. Love me. Let's see. Fatality V2 question. Now that Arc has been removed from the cam mission, how valuable will Omega be with the OG clones? I don't know. I didn't really think of her with the OG clones. I think she's better with Bad Batch. I mean,
no, she's better with Bad Batch all the way.
She see all those...
Just reading her kit.
Yeah. I mean, you could, right? Maybe you get Omega and you well on her, but you don't have your Bad Batch. Then I guess you could use her with the OG clones, right? As a 5th instead of Shock T. Maybe.
I mean, you could, but I mean, it's that team's already proven. If you're gonna go 5-0 first, you go Shock T clones.
Yeah.
5-0 first, and then if not, then maybe Hunter Bad Batch with Omega.
Yeah.
Might be it. Because I'm curious to see how her basic works. Because if you can lock up Django and the B2s with Daze and Blind, I mean that's a big deal right there.
Yeah.
So feels like it's going to be a lot easier. And even, maybe Omega at like low star can actually get it done. I mean, you just never know.
Well, hell, if she's doing the
you just need her blind. Yeah, you don't need her to even to do damage. You just need blind.
What if she blinds the reek? I don't know if that'll land, but I mean, just a thought. But I mean, if you can at least get the B2 and not the reek, then that's still money, right? You're not getting that debuff on you.
Yeah, well, you're doing days on the B2s, right? That's annoying. And then Django too. So may Django miss with his missiles or whatever.
Goes to do his fire and misses. Boy, that would be great.
Yeah,
we'll have to see how that plays out. But early stages probably going to keep Omega with the Bad Batch, but I don't think it would hurt anything. But which kind of leads us to our next question there, Loki from Fatality V2 says, question: without Omega, what 5 do you recommend now for the cam mission? I mean, you tried it with Bad Batch, man. You tell me. Yeah,
I tried it with Bad Batch, Arc, and it wasn't great. So yeah, I mean, I still prefer Shakti 501st, but who knows?
Now, if you don't have to use Arc and you went with Bad Batch, would you use Rexton on that team?
I mean, I guess you could, but I don't know, man. I think Arc is just, because he provides that assist. I like the assist from the debuff from the turret. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he hits hard. I mean, it's not like he doesn't hit hard. He hits hard as hell.
Yeah.
But jury's still out. We'll see.
All right, next question from NR Wilson. Mr. Wilson! This is question. There's a pack for 1,950 crystals for 30, 50, or 75 relic data materials. What are your thoughts on it? I think that's the one with... Let me see.
I never seen that. What is it?
So it's a 30 to 75, right? There's for each item, there's a 50% chance of receiving 30 items, 40% chance of receiving 50, and 10% receiving 75 of each of these. And those is the signal data, right? That right side stuff for 1,950 crystals.
Did they just add it today to the?
Yeah, it just came in today.
Oh, okay. I didn't even see it.
Yeah, it just came in. So what are my thoughts on it? I mean,
well, how much is it to get signal data? Just Cantina refreshes. It's because he says how much is 1,490? Is that what he said?
1,000. It's 1,950 crystals.
Oh, 1950. Wow.
Yeah, for 90. But then
is that cheap?
Well,
you get a mix of it, right? Is that what I'm understanding?
You get 30, 50, or 75 of each of them, right? For each of those three. You can only purchase it once. I mean, I don't know how I feel about this one. Because I farm signal data individually with the Cantina. There's just the 3/100s. For instance, like the green ones, I get about between 20 to 30 of those each time I do it with the 3/100 refreshes, right? So, I mean, I'm getting 30 right there for 300 crystals.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
The other ones and the one signal data, the fragmented, I get way more too for that. It's just the green and the blue, the drop rate's much lower, generally.
Yeah, the incomplete and the flawed have the bad drop rates, right? But again, that's 19. I mean, you can refresh how many times in Cantina?
Yeah, and get
probably get about the same. I don't know.
That's 1, 2.
Unless you're feeling really lucky, I mean, do it. And if you get 70 on all 75,
that's like 6.
Then that's good.
Attempts with 100 Cantina to get about 20 to 30 each with that, right? Because, yeah, I mean, what about average is 20 to 30 on each of those. So, I mean, it's a gamble. Even if you get the 75, let's say I just get I get 20, so 26. I'm still getting more long term if I save the crystals and just do the Cantina refreshes with the 3/100 crystals than I am with that pack.
Mm-hmm.
Because you only get once. No, yeah, you're going to get way more because the max you can get is 75. So let's say you get 75, 75, 75, 75, right? So that's 225. 30 times 6, 180. If you get the 75, it might be a good deal, but if you get like the other ones, you're still better off. It's a gamble, and you might, if you get the 75, then you got a really good deal. I mean, it's more than you would possibly get, because you could still get more. I mean, I'm just basing off the lowest, like the fragmented, the incomplete. Those drop rates are a little bit less. That's what I usually average for those. Now the other one, if I was to say like the fragmented, yes, definitely not worth it. But the incomplete, maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of on the I don't know. 1950 crystals, I don't think it's worth it. But maybe you need it. Maybe it's a way for you to finish up a character. I mean, I don't know. You can take the gamble. It doesn't hurt, right, to get it. But yeah.
No, it's what is it? 4. If you're getting first place in arena, then it's 4 days of crystals.
Yeah.
I don't know. That might be worth it.
You'll have to make that decision yourself. But for me, I wouldn't get it. Nathan asks a question: If you have read the newest Thrawn book, what do you think about it? I have not. I need to read it. I'm thinking.
I have not as well.
Yeah. So
yeah. Sorry.
That. Nathan H, would you barbecue smoke a pork with mesquite, cherry, oak, or some other wood? I kind of like mesquite. Yeah, I kind of like me some mesquite. I'm just thinking about it.
It depends what a pork is. Is it poultry? Is it?
It's kind of like I'm going to assume it tastes like chicken. It is a bird-like thing. I mean.
Cherry's always nice. I mean,
cherry's nice.
Cherry and poultry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cherry and poultry. Sure.
Yeah, I can see cherry or mesquite. I don't know about oak. Some other wood, but yeah, mesquite's always pretty good. Maybe do a little bit of cherry and mesquite. Get a little bit of that cherry mesquite flavor into here. Let's slowly simmer that bitch for about 3 days. Finn says awful when we're talking about that. We'll get over it, Finn. We're talking about cooking porgs, and no, I don't think pine's going to work. Yeah, I don't want that pine taste. I don't want to be tasting
pine nuts.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work for the old porg. All right, Jesus Christ. All right, let me look here real quick. Is there any other questions? Not seeing any other questions. Let me refresh. No, the last one was the porg one. So we'll give it a few more minutes for you guys to get your questions in. And then we'll answer them. If not, then we'll cut this a little bit early, which is fine because I'm still recovering from yesterday. I did the lunch stream an hour later today, man. I just could not get up. I was by the time I got to sleep and said it was almost 5, I'm like, there's no way. Buzzsaw says Durgan just called. He is pissed you were talking about wood without him. Well, Durgan knows a lot about wood. I mean, if there's anybody I want to get that would be a subject matter expert about just anything wood related, it would be Durgan. But then again, he's not here, so he's going to have to speak up for himself. He's going to have to stop that lurking shit and actually participate in chat. I know he's out there somewhere in the bushes. Durgan's out there. I can't see him, but I can smell him. I can hear him. I can feel him out there. Fatality says, how about smoky barbecue? Oh, sorry, better not mention smoke. Finn might send out a fire truck. Ha ha. Finn's just gonna have to accept it. We're gonna talk about porgs. They're delicious. Listen, if they're good enough for Chewbacca, Loki, they're good enough for me.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it wasn't that he'd already killed the porgs. He was cooking them. They were cooked. They wouldn't let him eat them. They kept giving the sad look. That's when I whip out that blaster.
I mean, I don't know why they're sad already. It's already done. I mean,
Look, Findy says, look, are you doing a D&D Magic the Gathering pre-release this weekend? I think Crumman mentioned that about us getting, I don't have a deck, so, but doing a 4-way or something like that. I think you were setting that up, Loki, right?
Well, I mean, if he wants to play Commander, yeah, you need 4 players.
I just don't have a deck, so.
We got to send you a deck then.
Send me a deck.
Affinity's talking about there's the D&D expansion for Magic the Gathering. The pre-release is this weekend. Am I doing it? Probably not. I'll wait a little bit and then I'll just buy packs myself.
There you go.
Maybe I'll get with you, Finn, and we'll do it on stream or something. But
there you go.
The that D&D set looks freaking awesome, man. You can get Eye of the Beholder and all the classics. In card form now, which is kind of epic.
I just want Dritz to Orden. When you play Dritz to Orden, you win. Qui-Gon Jinn says, question, buy Razor Crest shards or save for the next conquest? I already have Catch squared away. I'll tell you what I did, and I did the math on this. Had more than enough of the currency, right? So I had Catch. She's at 240 out of 330. As long as I get the red box, I'll get her at 330. She'll be unlocked. So the thing I had to decide was if I had plenty of the currency left over, how much currency would I have left over? And I've got about 1,000, I think, left over even after getting the Razor Crest. That puts me at 59 out of 100 with the 44 I get from here because I bought the pack after I did the math. It puts me at 7-star Razor Crest, right?
Nice.
Why wouldn't I not do that, right? I mean, that just makes absolutely no sense. Now, if you're nowhere close to that, then just take your time with it. You know, just take your time with it. I mean,
yeah, if you don't get it this time around at 7-star, you have another month. If you didn't buy the pack, I think as long as you got the red box this time around, I think it.
You'll be
just
close.
Assuming you have like 30. Let's say you're 30 out of 100 because you've been getting red box and you've been buying Razor Crest.
Yeah.
So I mean, red box is going to give you 44, so that's going to put you at 74
of 100.
Yeah, and then you just get another red box a month from now. But if you absolutely want it,
it'll be less shards.
There's no other choice.
It may be way less shards, but it still gets you 7 stars. But
yeah, you don't have a choice though. I mean, you either buy the pack now or you wait a month.
Right.
If you're that close to it.
Yeah, and I figured why wait? It's right there. Was like 30 shards. It made sense. I'm right there. It can be 7-starred. I don't have to think about it anymore. So yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I want it because my bounty hunter fleet is like almost done. Like, I mean, we all did Cad Bane for JMK.
Yeah.
And I got IG 11. I'm sorry, IG 88. I got Relegate Boss. I got Relegate Slave 1 or Boba. So I'm ready to go.
Yeah, you're a sick man. Affinity says, I'm doing the pre-release on Saturday, and I think I'm planning on getting the whole set for this one. Wow, look at Finn.
Dude, it's a cool set, man. I mean, I don't want to talk about too much Magic the Gathering, but I mean, for them to do D&D and bring those characters to life, like there's like a Bahamut card. I think that's like the coolest thing.
What do you know about
all
Bahamut?
the iconic pieces are like cards now, and we can play them in Magic
really?
the Gathering, which is it's epic, man. I mean, just to see the Beholder, I think that's like the coolest thing because.
Well, yeah,
as a kid, like you always look at that thing and you're like, wow, dude, that's fucking cool.
I mean, if it's because what's happened with D&D, especially with 5th edition now, it's become Faerun as the campaign setting, which has some of the most iconic D&D characters ever. Of course, you have all the gods, the demon lords, the devils, the archduke devils, and stuff like that. I mean, from Asmodeus down from the archdukes and the 9 hells to the abyss with all the demon lords, Demogorgon and Orcus. I mean, there's a lot of cool characters. Loth, the spider, the spider demon of the drow. But it's the demigod kind of cool characters, the chosen of the gods that run around there, like. You have the 7 Sisters, you've got Elminster, you've got Dritz, you've got Wolfgar, Canterbury. I mean, you've got a whole slew of all these iconic characters from that setting alone. That's just ridiculous.
I mean, you'd appreciate this, Ranger, real quick, but they actually introduced the D20 into Magic the Gathering now. Like, there is a card called Critical Hit, right? And if you roll a D20, then if you get the natural you get a natural 20, the card itself comes back from the graveyard to your hand, which is you can recast it again. So I mean, they added the D20 rolls. You roll 1 through 9, you get this. I mean, dude, it's so cool how they did it. So I hope the set it looks cool, but I hope the set plays really well and it gets more people to play Magic the Gathering that are D&D fans already.
Yeah, and there's so many. There's all kinds of epic dragons. I mean, you mentioned Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon, the god of the metallic dragons. You've got Tiamat, who's the queen of the evil dragons, and even the named dragons in that world are ridiculous. I mean,
it's all there, brother.
It's so much iconic stuff. It's really, really cool, and I can see them have an absolute blast with that. With all these characters and cards, just the monsters alone would be crazy, right? So LC question, how did you guys get to become friends with Crumb? You guys have gotten some amazing interviews with him. Just over time, man. I mean, I don't remember specifically. Ever since Crumb's been on a part of CG, we've talked with Crumb, mainly through our charity stuff, charity stuff is a big thing with Crumb, and so just building that relationship over years of doing it. It just kind of worked its way. It's just a partnership. I mean, we trust him, he trusts us, and just kind of how it forms, man. You're dealing with people all the time. You reach out, and start talking, and you say, hey, we're doing this charity event. You want to come join us, and blah blah blah. And then but we did that with Carrie. You guys forget that we've interviewed Carrie and had her on many times on RSG. We also know Crazy Excuses. We know quite a lot of people over there. We just, for us, it's more about the friendships than anything else. Magic Missile. I cast Magic Missile. Why are you casting?
There's a Magic Missile card.
I know, but does it say on the card? Why are you using Magic Missile? There's nothing to attack here. I'm attacking the darkness.
Magic Missile to the face now, man. Yeah. That's what I want to do with my lightning bolt. So
Ray Rock says he met Crumb in Celebration 2019 with Nev. Yep, I remember that. Ray Rock says nice guy in person as well. Yep, that's true. But I saw Carrie did come back after she left CG. Carrie would still jump in anytime we asked her to. I mean, I know she's busy with her other stuff, but she's really good people. I mean, at the end of the day, they're still human beings and they're still decent people. I only judge people by how they treat others and how they act. Their job is, their job, so I kind of separate the two things out. Yeah, Crumb works for Capital Gains, but he's also Crumb. He's a really decent human being that really cares about people and cares about charity and cares about those kind of things, Carrie's the same way. Once you get to know these people outside of that stigma that gets placed on them because, they work for a company and, it is what it is. You have to learn how to separate that stuff. Not that we don't hold their feet to the fire on certain things, right? Because if you are going to work for an entity like that, you still have to take ownership and responsibility for the good and the bad. But the person itself, I can't say enough kind things about Carrie. I can't say enough kind things about Crumb. There's a lot of people there I can't say enough kind things about. Nightmare question. Now that they took out Arc as a requisite for Cam's special mission, does that mean it will make Bad Bat easier to beat the special mission for the casuals? I don't know about casuals, man. I've even welled a little bit on this shit, dude. And I have Nightmare. I still don't have them. I'm about to get Record to 7 stars. He's the last, and then I'll have to get Omega. But the gear on these things, we were talking about this earlier, Loki. That goddamn gear, man. It is unbelievable. Omega's another 400 to the piece. So between Omega, the other 4 Bad Batch, and Ahsoka, that's 2,400 Chirotechs. I have 1,100 right now. That means I still have to farm 1,300 more Chirotechs, dude. And that's not counting the 700 I just did for Kenobi. That's 3,100 Chirotechs in combination thereof.
Did you count Cat too, or no?
That's counting Cat. Between Cat, the Bad Batch, not including Omega, and Kenobi, when all is said and done, I would have put on that team 3,100 Chirotechs. That's insane, dude.
I don't know. It's normal, man.
I don't know anything why this is normal, man. Can we make this not normal, please? Can we make it abnormal, please? Can we make it Abby normal? Yes, I believe her name was Abby. Abby who? Abby normal? You mean to tell me I put an abnormal brain into a 700-pound gorilla? All right. Finity said he has drinks with Crazy. She is cool. Yes, she is. I haven't talked to her in a while. I need to talk to Crazy. Like, what's up, girl? What I need to do is get my ass out there eventually here soon to California. Go hang out with Crumb. Go hang out with Loki. Play some Magic the Gathering. Visit the harem. LC question: how much would you pay to play Joe Magniello's Hollywood D&D game? Sofia Vergara's husband. Oh, I know who he is. Trust me. I wouldn't pay anything. I just think the guy, if I asked, would probably let me come play in the game. That's just the kind of guy it looks like he is, man. He's just a, You know, it's like, hey, can I come join your D&D game? He would I wouldn't have to pay anything. He would just be like, hey, come on in, man. So, I mean, and I've seen his that setup is so cool. There's all kinds of cool D&D shit in there. And how cool is Sophia for letting him do that? It's just so cool. So how about your power Hollywood couples? Those two gorgeous people. Good Lord. Buzzsaw says, I'm heading to O-Town in October. Nice. All right. I'm seeing if there's any more questions. All right. Last call for questions. And then we're going to start wrapping up. Question, Ranger, from Nightmare, did Ranger get a camshaft for his guild this Eyesight TV? I did, Nightmare. We were successful in our endeavor today. We had our good friend E-Grace Gamer come on. I didn't know he was in mall. He popped in. He's like, Ranger. I'm like, what the hell are you doing here? I'm in mall now. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, we did that during the lunch stream. So actually, a lot of people were successful. I'm really interested to see how many camshafts we got in total. We had a lot of success this round. So we finally, I'm still like 3 for 20 or 4 for 19, some shit like that on that damn mission. So I got some work cut out of me. I just want to get him done, man. Are you kidding me? I just want Can to be done. I really want to take Gas off that Kenobi team and put him with somewhere else. Use him somewhere else where I can. I mean, ideally, I just want, because I think I'm just going to keep, you know, Kenobi, Ahsoka, Cam, that kind of stuff. And then I'll move Gas back to the 501st, you know, just his own team. And then keep Jedi Master Luke, Jedi Knight Luke as its own team. Rid says, question, R8 on ARC Trooper or OG Echo on Gas team?
ARC Trooper.
Yeah, I think ARC Trooper is the money, man. Echo's cool, man, in his grenade, but ARC Trooper, man, he hits effing hard, dude.
Yeah, his turret scales with R8.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind.
Yep. He hits.
He's good.
God, is he hit hard. Buzzsaw says, hope it'll be my first time to Galaxy Edge. Nice. I still haven't been. Me and Loki couldn't make it to the Disney trip this year because.
Wait, where are you going? You're going. I thought you said you're going to what's O-Town? Oakland?
That's what I assume, right?
Oh, so you're gonna make it down to SoCal then? Because Oakland's pretty far.
Don't talk to me, man. That's what Buzzsaw said, man. I'm just conveying
just
the message.
letting you know, man.
I'm just conveying the message, man.
Like what Samuel Jackson said. Oh, you know, I took her to Compton, told her it was Hollywood. You know, so. Oh, he's going to Orlando. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Orlando.
I thought you were coming to SoCal or coming to California.
That's what I assumed too. I was like, O-Town, is that like a code for our Anaheim or something? I don't know. He's going to Orlando. No, Loki's in California. You'll be able to see Finn. God bless you. Just God bless you, sir. The cuteness might ruin you as a man. All right, last call for questions. Nightmare's popping them in. He says, question, how will CG fix the relic scale for pilotless ships, ship Zetas? I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, obviously, you would just you're gonna have to scale them with their stats a little bit, right? Or pilotless ships are going to be kind of pointless. Is the only thing.
I think you scale it to the capital ship.
Yeah.
I was on a podcast with Yeti a couple days ago, and we were talking about that a little bit. And I think if CG were to easily implement something, they put the same code that they already have for the Malevolence and the summoned Vulture droids.
Yeah.
So you just apply that to the pilotless ship where it scales with the whatever capital ship you select it with. So I mean, if you have a Relic 3 Mace, that's your capital ship, and you want to throw Y-wing on it, then that will scale to a Relic 3 Mace. Or if you're gonna put the Y-wing with a Relic 8 Kenobi, then it scales with a Relic 8 Kenobi. I think that's the easy fix, and I think that's already in the game because it does it with Malevolence. Where if you Relicate General Grievous, then the summoned Vulture droids are scaled to a Malevolence with a Relicate Grievous. So that'd be the easy fix. The other thing we were thinking about was maybe they reintroduce hardware, and for the pilotless ship, then you can play around with hardware or you know, throw mods, or I mean, they could easily, with all the mods in our inventory, they could easily apply those to ships. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't. And the stats wouldn't apply, but you can throw gold mods on as hardware on a ship, and then you put 6 of the gold mods in it, and it just like how you put gold mods on your pilots, you throw it on the pilotless ship, then it gets stats from having 6 gold mods. Like those, I'm just thinking what's easy, and I think those mechanics are already in the game. They just got to flip the switch,
Yep.
So,
all right, I like that answer.
Yeah,
I'd buy that for $1. Bozo says they need to do something to grow ship GP. I agree. Trust me. We know. We know. You.
Well, Yeti and I were talking about what if they release these ships for the Galactic Legends, man? That'd be one way to do it.
That's true.
So I'm not saying they're Galactic Legend ships, but you can release a ship and the pilot is a Galactic Legend, right? Like they could do that. And that's going to be a pretty hefty GP ship. And again, something easily they can throw in the game, because I think at this point they have a lot of mechanics. They just need to apply them in different areas of the game. And they can generate content that way.
Content. All right. All right. Red 5 for Gen Knight Luke. Well, one can hope, right?
We were talking about this last night, right, Ranger?
Yeah.
I'd said my estimate. I mean, if they were gonna do this, Red 5 for Ray would probably be the most recent, just because she was in that ship.
I know,
so,
and I just wanted to cry
whatever.
when you said that.
Yeah, I know it sucks, but I mean,
don't do that.
She has a Millennium Falcon, so
I don't want her to have. No, I don't. No, you buy.
Yeah.
No, you buy.
I know. I get it, man. Then you throw Kylo in the big old shuttle.
Yeah.
From episode 8, right? The one tells what's his face to beam him down. Was he in a walker or was he in a boat?
Did you say beam him down?
Right? He said that, right?
Star trekking across the universe. All right. Nightmare, you get that shit out of here. So she is a Skywalker after all, right? But Nightmare, you're gonna get punched in the dick. All right. Any other questions? I'm looking. Questions. No questions. No questions. Johnny, when do we get raised Red 5? No. Get that shit out of here. You stop it.
I don't know. It's speculation.
I know.
It's conspiracy theory, man, because Crumb loves it.
I know, right?
But again, it's an easy way to raise ship GP. Like, I mean, there's no new mechanic. You just make a ship available. And then it'll make people want to go farm Galactic Legend Ray, which is that's the name of the game, man.
I have Galactic
throw
Legend
shiny, and that's how you get it.
I have Galactic Legend Ray, and that would make me very, very, very sad panda Loki if that would happen and it didn't go to Luke.
Well, it satisfies two things, right? You raise the ship GP, and then it gives you one
Why
additional
not
ship
Jedi Knight Luke? He was Red 5, man. Why not CLS? He flew. I mean, come on, man.
Because the Galactic Legend is more GP.
You son of a bitch.
You know how crazy that ship would be? Because it's 6 Zetas, right? Like, dude, the ship stats on that thing would be crazy.
I know, right?
Right?
What's the name of this game? I win.
Yeah.
So there you go. Ray could have lots of Skywalker babies. All right, it's enough of that nonsense. All right, let's leave that out. Okay, that's enough of that. No more of that. Okay. Get into that discussion. All right, I think that's it for us tonight there, Loki. I think we've covered all the questions and had some fun, had some laughs, had some good times.
When's the Omega event? It's tomorrow, right?
Yeah, it's tomorrow. Yeah. Let me see. I think it's in the game. Let me look here. Does it pop in yet? No. Oh yeah. Starts in 16 hours and 43 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So cool. 16 hours. 43
like noon Pacific time or something like that.
1 p.m. Eastern, so 10 Pacific.
There you go.
So if I'm doing my math correctly. And don't hold me to that because math's not my strong suit. Ask Loki when I'm trying to figure out what he needs to win. All right. So tomorrow we'll have the lunch stream. I'm going to be working on Conquest stuff and And then tomorrow night there will be no GAC. Friday we'll have a awesome day of streaming for you guys because we're going to do myself, and Loki's GAC. We'll do some more Conquest. Saturday morning will be Jedi Academy back on YouTube, 10 a.m. We had it last week on on
we had the 24-hour
stream. We had the
stream.
24-hour stream.
Yeah.
So it'll be back on YouTube, and then we'll have a break. Then we'll have D&D Saturday night, and then right after D&D, around 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Eastern, we will have GAC. So you'll get a lot of streaming from us in the next couple of days. So make sure you hit the thumbs up while you're watching us here on YouTube. If you like the content, please do. Subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow us on Twitch, sub on Twitch. You want to become a Patreon sponsor, please do. $5 goes a long way at helping us keep the content up and running that you guys like to see. And then, yeah, anything else you want to share, Loki? Like when you're sending me those VF fighters to the Ranger Wants Those Foundation? What?
No.
What? No, nothing?
No.
Nothing? You sure?
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing? Sure?
We're good.
Okay. On some notes. Loki said no. Okay. What if I gave you a Scooby snack?
I don't know.
All right. How about 2 Scooby snacks?
Oh,
now they're getting there. And a Hot Pocket. like I'll trade you. What do you got? I got some gum and a rubber band and 25 cents. What else you got? I got gum. I got a rubber band. It's 25 cents. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your day. Love you guys. Be safe. Thank you guys for joining us on the Wednesday night stream. If you need anything, join us on our Discord. I encourage everybody to join us on our Discord. Great group of people there. And you can just come in, be social, all kinds of games and great people there. Really encourage you guys to do that. But also, sadly, a benefit of Patreon is not having Grande mispronounce your name. I know. He's busy with real life. He's got a lot going on. He pops in when he can, but he's got a lot going on, like the pool and other things. So, all right. Everyone have a great rest of your night. Be safe. Look out for one another. And we will holler at you guys later. Peace out.